This pose is triangle pose, and triangle is one of the more foundational poses in yoga. If you've ever practiced, you've probably heard this in a class and experienced it. It's wonderful helping to develop or enhance proprioception, which is this act of knowing where your body is in space. It's great for building stability in the body because we're working to strengthen the legs as well as the torso. It provides great lengthening through the side body, into the chest, as well through the legs. So just head to toe, wonderful pose. A couple of things as we go through, I'll talk about some options, modifications for your gaze, and then using a prop as a little bit of an assist. All right, so to begin, let's take the feet wide apart, and we take the legs wide apart into a full leg length stance. And a good tip for knowing what that is if you bring the arms out into a T, the ankle should be roughly underneath where the wrists are. Okay, so just a good little rule of thumb to help determine that distance. And then once you've got that, bring the arms down. Let's turn those left toes out to the left. All right, so left toes point forward. The right foot is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Those toes point forward. And I've got heel to heel or heel to arch alignment. So you just find what works best, heel to heel or heel to arch. And then noticing here the hips. The hips are drawing open towards the long edge of the mat. We call this an open hip pose because they're open to the long edge. Arms come out into a T, gazing over the left fingertips. Begin to reach the left fingertips forward while you're pulling the right hip back behind you. So this action of drawing fingertips forwards, left hip pulls back, deepening that crease into the left thigh. And reach, reach, reach. When you can go no further, allow that left hand to come down. Maybe it's to the shin. For some of you, maybe it's higher up to the thigh. But wherever it's at, hand comes down. Rotate that torso even more open to the side and reach the top arm up overhead. So we're stacking arm over arm, hand over hand here, keeping length to the side of the body. Options here for your gaze. You can look right out in front. You could look down at the front foot, or you could look up at the top arm, your choice. So mindful here that we're continuing to lean the torso back, deepening that stretch, not collapsing forward in pursuit of trying to touch the floor. This pose is not about touching the floor. It's about extension, building that stability. So let the torso come wherever it needs to here, right? Leaning back, big breath in. And to come out, start to lift up with the top arm, the obliques, little micro bend in that left knee, come all the way back up through standing. Yeah. So the option with the block. When you practice this pose, you could go ahead and set the block up behind the leg or keep it in your hand, and we'll take it as we come. So arms fully extend again, left fingertips forward, reach this lateral side movement. Keep that link to the side, lower the hand, block to the floor behind the leg, top arm lifts. Okay? And then the same thing, we come out slowly, leave the block on the floor, and then to come out, hands to the hips, we're into prayer. Heel toe your feet together, and repeat other side.